You walk into a room where everyone's buzzing about last night's reality TV drama, and you just can't relate. While millions are hooked on watching strangers fight over roses or survive on islands, you'd rather do literally anything else. But here's what's fascinating: neuroscience research shows your brain might actually be wired differently than the average viewer. A 2019 study from the University of Toledo found that people who avoid reality TV share distinct psychological traits that go way deeper than simple taste preferences. And what researchers discovered about your personality type? It's not what you'd expect. Because while society often judges non-watchers as pretentious or boring, the science tells a completely different story about how your mind processes entertainment, social dynamics, and even reality itself. Let's start with something counterintuitive. You might think avoiding reality TV is about feeling superior or intellectual, but psychological studies reveal it's actually about how your brain responds to authenticity. Research published in the Journal of Consumer Psychology found that people who don't watch reality shows have significantly higher sensitivity to what psychologists call scripted authenticity, the uncanny valley where something pretends to be real but your brain knows it isn't. It creates this low-level cognitive dissonance that feels uncomfortable, almost physically draining. Think about it this way: when you watch two people having a manufactured argument in front of 12 cameras, your empathy circuits light up trying to connect emotionally, but your logic centers simultaneously recognize the performance. That internal conflict. For some brains, it's exhausting. Jennifer Barnes from the University of Oklahoma discovered that individuals with higher need for cognitive consistency actively avoid media that creates this mental friction. Your brain essentially rejects the contradiction. But there's another layer that makes this even more interesting. People who skip reality TV often score higher on something called experience seeking in personality assessments. Now, this seems backwards at first, doesn't it? You'd think someone craving experiences would love the drama. But here's the twist: a 2021 Cambridge study revealed that high experience seekers prefer participating in life rather than watching curated versions of other people's lives. Their dopamine systems respond more strongly to direct engagement than vicarious experiences. There's also the parasocial relationship factor. Most reality TV builds on viewers forming one-sided emotional connections with cast members. Researchers at Florida State University found that individuals who avoid these shows have lower tolerance for parasocial bonds, meaning their brains don't easily form attachments to people they can't genuinely interact with. It's not coldness, it's selectivity. Your emotional investment system has higher standards for where it directs energy. And then something unexpected showed up in the data that changes how we understand this entire phenomenon. Stanford researchers discovered that non-watchers demonstrate higher levels of what they call narrative control preference. You need stories where you determine the pace, the meaning, the emotional investment. Reality TV's manufactured suspense and producer-controlled narratives feel like someone else is manipulating your attention, and your brain fundamentally resists that loss of autonomy. It's not about being antisocial or superior. It's about how your unique neurological wiring demands different kinds of stimulation, deeper authenticity, and genuine control over your own emotional landscape. Your brain isn't broken for not loving what everyone else loves. It's just playing by different rules.